Morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, October 14th. Yes, we are waking up to more rainy, dreary weather. Alysa and I were talking about it when we first walked in and we're in the makeup room. We're like, oh, it's just so exhausting. This rain. How could we even get out of bed and come to work this morning?
My life needs some sunshine. I don't know about you. We're not going to see a whole lot of it today, but we do have at least a couple of nice bright days ahead. So something to look forward to, guys. Let's take a look outside right now. Yeah, we've got some raindrops on the camera lens there as we look live this morning on Sky 6 and trying to look towards that Ben Franklin Bridge. Just a little drizzle in some spots, a couple of showers rolling through. They don't stick around, but it's kind of a day of transition. We do still have some strong winds. A second ago, we had a 41-mile-an-hour gust in Sea Isle, just dropped to 31, 28 in Beach Haven, but still some strong winds out of the northeast, and that is still prompting coastal flood warnings. So we're not entirely done with this. So the warning is just for Ocean County and southeastern Burlington, and that's until 8 o'clock this morning. Then an advisory takes over after that, and that's for all along the coast until 8 o'clock. So conditions over the next couple of hours, you may still see some flooded roadways, but it does get better after that. Storm tracker showing not much of any rain out there. You've got a couple of showers near the coast, even a few that have kind of moved closer to the city right now, getting a good quick downpour along 295 and I-95 in Burlington County, heading towards the city right now. Even in our northwest suburbs, it's a little damp right now with some drizzle and a quick passing shower. But then the rest of the day, it's just cloudy. 56 degrees, the current temperature. Now remember, typically in an overnight low, we'd be about 50. So although it feels cool, it's already above average this morning. Damp and dreary at 8 and 56. 61 at lunchtime. Should be dry, just cloudy skies, maybe a shower left at the shore. At 4 o'clock, you start to see some breaks of sun, especially west of the city where it's a little brighter. At 8 o'clock, mostly cloudy, 65. So at least we're making it to the upper 60s, right around average today, Alyssa.
All right, we're getting there. Definitely drivers will want to be careful on those wet roads and especially on wet leaves as they head out. Also keep an eye out for some construction on Bridge Street. It looks like they did just reopen it after some construction. It was closed in both directions there. Looks like based on the map, it is now open, as well as that off ramp from 95 southbound. Just expect maybe a little bit of delay as they continue clearing out that earlier construction that was there. Here's the scene on 95 around Bridge Street. You can see the roadway still looking a little bit wet, not causing any problems this morning or any slowdown. People are headed out the door, though, headed into the city or headed north of the city. And here's the scene in Center City at the Vine Street Expressway and the Schuylkill Expressway, looking similar. A little bit of a wet road there, but nothing to complain about yet this morning. Also looking good as far as mass transit is concerned, pretty much on time all across the board. We do just have a couple of bus routes delayed this morning. Route 60, B1L, L1L, and the G. Those are subject to delays up until 5 o'clock this morning and potentially after that as well. And in Marsh Road in Wilmington, just note that that will be closed today for some utility repairs. So drivers there will want to find an alternate alley. Anna.
All right, Alyssa, thank you. Happening today, another hearing is scheduled in the death investigation of Ellen Greenberg. It comes as her family is fiercely disputing a new review by the Philadelphia medical examiner, which reaffirms her death that happened in 2011 was a suicide. The case, which is covered in a new Hulu docuseries, has garnered national attention. Action News reporter Catherine Scott is live at the Philadelphia Medical Examiner's office at police headquarters in Philadelphia with the latest on this case. Catherine, good morning.
Sun, not so much today, though.
Yeah, especially down the shore. You keep the clouds and the chance for a shower around, especially through, about midday down the shore. We'll see some peaks of sun here in the city, and it's a little brighter if you're north and west of the city. Checking the almanac, today's forecast at high 68. That's right around average. After yesterday was kind of a chilly day, we were down to 61, the coolest day we've had so far this year or this season. Let's take a look at what you can expect heading out the door this morning. Temperatures are in the mid 50s. Now, that may feel cool because we've got cloudy, kind of damp conditions, but in a couple days, we're going to see these numbers in the 30s and 40s in the morning, so it's not so bad. We've got a shower around right now, and even at 9 o'clock this morning, about a 10% chance of a shower or a little drizzle. By lunchtime, it's cloudy, but it's dry and 61 degrees. Temperatures at least working their way up. Although we've got a bit of a gusty breeze this morning, the afternoon is still breezy. You're looking at that flow out of the north, maybe 18, 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow, though, we get another breezy late afternoon as a cold front drops through and the breeze really picks up over 20 miles an hour. So the breeze is going to continue. Today, we've got a bit of a gusty breeze. Late tomorrow afternoon, even Thursday looks pretty gusty. The breezy conditions will be continuing. If anyone's trying to blow their leaves around, it's going to be a bit of a mess. Mostly cloudy skies, breezy and 68 degrees. Tomorrow, we get some sunshine mixing with the clouds. Not entirely sunny, but at least a little bit of a brighter day and back up to 70. Thursday, nice and sunny, but cooler with a high of just 64 degrees. Talk about that 7-day forecast. We have a little bit of a warm up for the weekend, guys. That's coming up in just a minute.
Going to be doing on December 12th?
Well, I really love behind the scenes videos of almost anything. Like, don't you love to know how something was made, you know, to kind of see it all behind the scenes? So I'm looking forward to that. Good morning, everybody. Bit of a gloomy start. We have a couple of showers. We have a lot of clouds. The clouds try to break from west to east. So if you're in the western suburbs, it'll turn a little brighter than it will if you're east of the city. Let's look at the gloom factor, the percentage of cloud cover. Today, we've got a 90% chance of clouds. So we're looking at a good deal of clouds through the day. Even tomorrow, a fair amount of clouds. We finally get a couple of bright days, Thursday and Friday, where you see beautiful sunshine before the clouds start to pull in again for the weekend. Storm Tracker 6 showing a couple of spotty showers, not a lot of rain. We're seeing one through Burlington County right now. You can see the shower that's been moving almost parallel to 295 and I-95 through Cinnaminson and Cherry Hill, West Deptford. It's particularly wet. Not so in the city, just a little drizzle. And some showers here in your western suburbs like West Collins and East Nottingham Township. It's getting pretty wet, as well as Wilmington, Delaware. A wider look, this is all still around this departing low that's pulling out of here. So the morning starts a little damp. The afternoon is going to get drier, but you're going to have those wet leaves on the roads. Got to take it easy. They're slippery this time of year when you see them on the ground. At 6 o'clock, it's 56 degrees, and we've got a few showers rolling through. By 10 o'clock, it's pretty dry and 58, but cloudy. By 4 o'clock, it's 68 degrees, maybe some peaks of sun through the late afternoon and evening, especially if you're west of the city where it turns a little brighter. So temperatures returning to average in the upper 60s. We get some sunshine returning nicely this afternoon in the Lehigh Valley. Peaks of sun in the city itself. I think the brightest part of the day is right before sunset. And at the shore, it stays cloudy all day. You've got a couple of showers this morning. A gusty wind continues. And coastal flood alerts. It's a warning until 8 o'clock this morning. The rest of the day, you still have a coastal flood advisory right along the shore. Tomorrow, the issue is a cold front coming through. So we have a decent amount of sun mixing with the clouds, but a gusty breeze develops out of the north. Even though the high is 70, it's going to be a cool breeze with that front coming from the north. And then behind that front, you feel a chill. Thursday and Friday were below average with temperatures in the low to mid 60s and kind of breezy as well. Your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day, mostly cloudy and breezy, 68 for your high. We get some sunshine returning, a little nicer with a high of 70. Chilly on Thursday with that cool breeze and 64. Only the mid 60s on Friday, but at least you've got lots of sun. Little frost could be in the morning. Saturday, a milder afternoon, 71, 77 on Sunday. It's warm, but increasing clouds. Looks like we'll have some showers Sunday night into Monday, and temperatures on Monday dropping a little bit, Alyssa, but nice to think about a milder weekend.
Oh yeah, I have my eyes set on Sunday. Very exciting. Let's head out the door. There are reports of a crash in Newark, Delaware on I-95 northbound just after Route 896. Now that is a construction zone as well there at 896, so that's slowing things down a bit. 57 miles an hour as you approach the scene of that reported crash. Doesn't seem to be causing too many issues. If you head north of that and you're headed to 495 toward Chester County and the city, just note that the speed limit has been reduced today to 55 miles per hour just because the roads are still wet. So make sure you don't get yourself a speeding ticket to start the day. On I-476, things so far so good. Again, a little bit of wet roads there happening. People headed out the door, no delay yet. Same thing on I-95 around South Philadelphia. Some people headed over the Girard Point Bridge, but nothing to complain about yet, Eliana.
All right, Alyssa.
Carrots, because that's what hip hop eats.
That's right.
I love that his name is Hip Hop.
Yes,
That's so cute.
And he was hopping around. You'll be doing that out there today. Good morning, everybody. Let's get the kids ready for the bus stop this morning as you're heading out the door. You want to grab those jackets. It's a little bit damp to start with a couple of showers around and a bit dreary at time of pickup. It's 56 degrees. We've got a lot of clouds, a little bit of drizzle, maybe a passing shower. At drop-off time, you're in the upper 60s. Back to average. Yesterday, we were in the low 60s. We're getting back to where we should be. It's still a lot of clouds, but I think you see some peaks of sun at the end of the day in the city. So let's look at the winds. Still about 22-mile-an-hour wind gusts in the city, driving right out of the north. It's a cool breeze, 20 miles an hour right now in Millville. A couple of sprinkles. We have a few near the coastline. The heaviest shower right now is moving from Cherry Hill and into Haddonfield, right along Route 70, pretty wet. In Belmar on some of those busy roads near 42, it's looking pretty wet there as well as some of your western suburbs like western Chester County. You've got those showers that are pulling out of there. So it's a damp start, but the rest of the day is just cloudy, with a little drizzle the morning hours, but it gets a little better at the end of the day. So in the Lehigh Valley, you get to see a good amount of sunshine returning by the afternoon hours. In the city, some breaks of sun at the end of the day. I think the brightest time may be right around sunset, 68. At the shore, you have a lot of clouds, a passing showers, still kind of a gusty wind, 65. We also have coastal flood alerts down the shore. So this morning, Alyssa, it's a flood warning until 8, then it's an advisory. So you still may get some of those closed roads if you're down the shore.
Yes, in a day you want to slow down, take it easy. Wet roads, leaves on the roads definitely can be slippery. So let's take it easy on this rainy Tuesday morning as you head out the door. Do have a crash to report on Ridge Pike at Barron Hill Road there in the Conshohocken area. So keep on the lookout for that. They are directing traffic around it. Nearby on the Schuylkill Expressway through Conshohocken, looking so far so good this morning. Some people are headed into the city, but no delays or anything to report as far as the Schuylkill is concerned this morning. As Karen mentioned, still some flooding down at the shore. A notable spot is the White Horse Pike right around Route 646. As you pass by there northbound, there is a right lane still blocked by some flooding, so you will want to merge over and be careful in that area of Absecon. Out on the Route 42 freeway, looks like maybe a little bit of drizzle coming down. This is definitely one of those roadways that is looking pretty wet on the cameras, so take it easy there. Decent amount of people there. Some headlights headed toward the city this morning on northbound on the 42 freeway. And we'll end here with a check on mass transit status this morning. Just a couple of delays we're dealing with. The Trenton line delayed about 10 minutes this morning. Certain trains and several bus routes are delayed throughout the day today, Matt.
Thanks, Alyssa. Tuesday time he performed. That was 14 years ago. So, Karen, I'm thinking they're definitely going to have to bring his trampoline with him because I don't know how much he can jump anymore.
Wait, Karen, can you say this 3 times fast? The rabble-rousing rabbit. That's what you put? Rabble-rousing rabbit.
No, I can't do that 3 times. I have, however, seen an anchor jump and climb the walls trying to hide and scare people.
Who was that?
And who could that be?
What
was it Aliyah?
Individual is that?
What nut would that be?
I used to do that, yeah. I would literally climb up to the ceiling.
Climb the walls.
I remember when I first started, there was like some creepy, tall, like skeleton character that Matt would hide behind these walls to scare you, Karen.
Yeah.
He's
Where
so
is
full
he?
of fun.
I have too much time on my hands.
You do. Now we do streaming. Good morning, everybody. Let's take a look outside. A little drizzly out there this morning. Damp and dreary to start. Looking live over the Ben Franklin Bridge. Yeah, it's just a gloomy start, but the clouds break today from west to east. Gets just a little bit brighter. So hang in there. Let's look at the gloom factor and the bright factor. This is the percentage of cloud cover. Okay, today we've got 90% clouds. Yeah, it's pretty cloudy. Tomorrow, not bad. 40% clouds. I think you notice them this time of year when the sun angle is so low. You get some mid-level clouds and it does look kind of gloomy, but you'll see some sunshine on Wednesday. Thursday and Friday are the 2 really bright days. And then Saturday, the clouds start to roll in again. Storm Tracker 6 showing not a lot of heavy rain, but we're also not dry. We've got a couple of showers moving through Burlington and Salem County. Here along I-95, parallel to I-95, you got some showers through Cherry Hill, Runnymede, West Deptford right now. In some of your western suburbs, you can see you've got some showers in East Nottingham, West Callan Street, West Callan. They're kind of moving to the south and east at that point, but you'll get a couple more bands of showers this morning. Watch those wet leaves. They're slippery when you're driving around. So it's a damp start today. You have a few showers. You have a little patchy drizzle through the morning. By 10 a.m. it's 58. It's dry at lunchtime, but still cloudy and 61. Then you start to see the clouds break by the late afternoon hours at 4 o'clock. Maybe some peaks of sun and 68, which is right around average. At 6 o'clock, mostly cloudy skies, some breaks of sun and 66. It gets a little brighter to the west than it does to the east. So you see that sun a little earlier in the Lehigh Valley. The afternoon's not bad, 68. 68 in the city, staying mostly cloudy, some peaks of sun, still pretty breezy. At the shore, you still have a bit of a gusty wind, especially this morning. Also coastal flood alerts at the shore. You've got a warning until 8, an advisory for the rest of the day. And then this cold front comes through tomorrow. You get some more sunshine breaking through, but you also get a gusty breeze that's coming right out of the north in the afternoon. So the breezy conditions really stay the next couple days. Behind that front, you notice the chill Thursday and Friday. Thursday, we're below average again, getting down to 64. Despite sunny skies, Friday 65, and you wake up and it's chilly Friday morning with temperatures in the 30s and 40s. Here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day, mostly cloudy and breezy, 68 today. Tomorrow, partly sunny skies and 70, looking a little nicer. And then pure sunshine on Thursday, a really nice day, but a chilly breeze, 64 for your high. Overnight low, 43 in the city, so even cooler in the suburbs. Friday, a cold start, but staying sunny and 65. Saturday, a mild afternoon and 71. Sunday, warm with clouds increasing and 77. Nice to have a warm weekend. Looks like the next shot of showers, though, is Sunday night into Monday, and we pull that high down to 68. I do feel like you should be climbing the walls again. You should be doing a little of your Spidey moves.
I mean, back to hip hop. Do you think Gritty's going to get jealous because you have a thing for him, and then this, you know, another person in the situation?
No, Gritty doesn't care that much to be jealous. I could be the jealous one. Gritty's like, whatever, there are 10 of you. Don't you think?
Gritty's like, I can get anyone.
Yeah, Gritty can get anyone.
One way of looking at it.
All right, well, hopefully Gritty's not out driving on the road. I think I'd be a little bit afraid. A couple things going on in Delaware this morning, so let's head down there. Marsh Road closed today for some utility pairs in Wilmington. That starts at Old Orchard Road and goes until Harvey Road, so you will want to kind of get around that if you do need to get to Marsh Road for any reason. Also on 495, that speed is still reduced to 55 miles per hour as opposed to 65 miles per hour, just due to those wet roads. They do that anytime there's any kind of inclement weather, so just be careful there. Don't get yourself a speeding ticket to start your morning. Out on I-95, things getting a little bit busy as you head toward the Betsy Ross Bridge southbound toward the city. No delays or anything yet. This will start to be the first delay we see for the morning coming up here soon, though. Travel times pretty much on track, getting just a couple minutes heavy there. 16 minutes southbound from Woodhaven Road to the Vine Street Expressway. 12 minutes looking really good in the other direction as you head toward northeast Philadelphia. Few national holidays we're celebrating today. National Dessert Day, which is perfect because it is National Baking Week, so bake yourself a dessert tonight after dinner. National Be Bald and Be Free Day. National I Love You Day, very sweet. And National Face Your Fears Day. What fears are you facing today?
Ooh, I mean, I don't know. I have a fear of heights.
Me too. That's my big
But I'm
fear.
not going to face any of those fears.
Mine is fabric softener in the dryer. I don't know why.
Wow,
Yeah.
specific.
It's like my kryptonite.
I feel like I've been facing my fears all week. That 1 a.m. alarm going off. That's pretty scary.
Oh, yeah.
Well, as long as you wake up for it, you're in good shape.
Then it's really scary when you don't.
I do. And I keep it like full volume, so it's pretty terrifying when it goes off.
Oh, yeah. All right. Thanks, Alyssa.